This is a story about a road trip. Starting the first day of this adventure in Colorado Springs, we found ourselves with a bunch of cameras and a Starbucks. The early soft light produced such perfect saturation on the rocks that it made it shine like a Crayola crayon commercial directed by Clint Eastwood. Legend has it that in 1859, one of the original European surveyors thought this place should be a beer garden. Dang it, I want to go back in time and buy that guy a beer. Heading west. Nearing the geographic center of the state, the Sawatch Range and some of its more beautiful Rocky Mountain peaks are all uniquely picturesque because of the nature of the flat plains they just seem to jut out from. As the Gunnison River flows west, it begins to erode the earth more and more and eventually leads to my favorite place in Colorado, Black Canyon of the Gunnison. Standing on the north rim just past the Morrow Point Dam, you can see from the east how the river begins to change the landscape in a constant yet drastic way. This is the spot you can really see the canyon start to form. Black Canyon is one of the most insane gorges ever, and it's one of the longest, deepest, and narrowest in the world. The hard rock here was formed almost 2 billion years ago, when a ring of volcanoes smashed into what is now southern Wyoming. Only a couple million years ago, when the Gunnison River was insanely powerful because of huge volumes of Rocky Mountain snowmelt, it was eroding at a rate of 1 inch per 100 years. And the combination of that flow coupled with the hard rock produced the extreme steepness we marvel at. Basically, once the river was trapped in the hard rock, it had nowhere else to go. Something even more interesting is that geologists are starting to look at the geological uplift of this old metamorphic rock as just as important, if not more, in regards to the way that we see rivers in their erosion form. Traditionally, you envision the river cutting down, whereas we think now it's more possibly that the rock is getting pushed upwards. Here on the eastern edge, we are still only flirting with the canyon itself. As the Gunnison River flows further westward into what's now a national park, the sheer geological terror manifests. To help you understand the magnitude you're about to see, the Gunnison River drops here further in 48 miles than the entire Mississippi does from Minnesota to the Gulf of Mexico. In the park at Tomichi Point, you see ominous cliffs and serrated rocks, and as your eyes focus farther out, you can clearly make out the ridges above the Morrow Point Dam, and also what I believe to be Stewart Peak. Winding along sheer cliff canyon roads, you will yell at your driver to slow down, letting your raised heartbeat do the talking. Portions of this gorge only get 33 minutes of sunlight per day. Painted Wall, a 2,200-foot cliff and the tallest in Colorado. The light stripes are from pegmatite dikes. That's an igneous rock formed underground from lava channels that harden. This material is beautiful and the shapes are mesmerizing. That rock is the easy stuff to climb, but the black part of the face is metamorphic gneiss. That stuff is super dangerous to climb and fractures easily. It's material that was formed from pressure and heat, but never melted like lava. If you want to get deeper into this subject, pun intended, look up videos of the guys who kayak these parts. You won't regret it. Also, look up the story of the first ascent of Painted Wall. First day of this western road trip was already an unforgettable experience. And I know that for the rest of my time, seeing a sunset at Black Canyon will be a marvel that never loses its luster.